Did you know that procrastination might be your secret weapon for wisdom? It's a bold claim, isn't it? After all, we've been taught time and time again that procrastination is the enemy of productivity, a sly villain that steals our time, derails our goals, and fuels our anxiety. Yet, as counterintuitive as it might sound, procrastination can be harnessed as a tool for personal growth and wisdom, especially through the lens of Stoicism. In today's episode of Stoic Sorcery, we delve into the story of Samuel the Thinker, a perennial procrastinator who discovers the art of balancing delay with introspection. Samuel, a young philosopher in training, is not your typical hero. He is slow to start, hesitant with decisions, and haunted by a staggering pile of unfinished projects. Yet he possesses an acute mind that teems with potential and an introspective nature that craves wisdom. Our journey begins in the bustling city of Athens, a hub of learning and philosophy. Samuel, disheartened by his inefficiencies, watches as his peers quickly move from one achievement to another. His mentor, the wise and patient Stoic, observes this frustration and decides to introduce Samuel to the teachings of Epictetus, the famous Stoic philosopher. Embrace what nature has programmed for you, Stoic advises. Your delay is not a weakness, but a canvas for deep thinking. At first, Samuel is skeptical, but as he begins to practice mindful procrastination, he discovers something remarkable. With each delayed task, he embraces reflection, asking himself what truly matters and why. He stops rushing through routine chores and pauses to think deeply about simple things, examining them from angles he never knew existed. Samuel's real challenge comes when he's tasked with crafting a speech for the annual philosophical symposium, a daunting assignment for anyone prone to procrastination. As the deadline looms, anxiety creeps in, threatening to overwhelm him. But Samuel, now versed in the Stoic arts, decides to flip his procrastination into preparation. He starts by breaking down his overwhelming task into small segments, tackling each with patience and philosophical inquiry. For days, Samuel reads, writes, and rewrites, stopping often to reflect and question his assumptions. He finds that delaying the final draft allows him to continue refining his thoughts, ultimately leading to a more cogent and insightful presentation. Inspired by the Stoic exercise of negative visualization, Samuel contemplates the worst possible outcomes. He visualizes failing, being laughed at, and feeling lost. Surprisingly, this exercise frees him from the fear that had gripped his soul. He realizes not to shy away from these possibilities, but to accept them as part of life's teaching. On the day of the symposium, Samuel steps onto the stage, carrying not just a speech, but the depth of preparation his procrastination allowed. His delivery isn't rushed nor anxious. It flows with a calm, thoughtful rhythm that captivates the audience. Each word is weighted, each pause intentional, reflecting the wisdom he has gathered. His peers, once doubters, now sit riveted and engaged, acknowledging the profound clarity in his insights. By the end of his speech, Samuel understands that procrastination isn't necessarily a hurdle if aligned with purposeful thinking and introspection. Through Stoic teachings, he has transformed a supposed defect into a method of gaining wisdom. For every procrastinator out there, Samuel's story offers a beacon of hope. Your delays are not your demise, but opportunities for profound reflection. By embracing Stoic principles, you turn procrastination from an enemy into an ally, helping you achieve your potential while cultivating wisdom in an ever-harried world. So the next time you're hesitating, remember Samuel the Thinker. He turned his delays into his greatest triumph, proving that with the right mindset, you too can find wisdom in waiting.